continuing the Spring-Fling turkey adventure out here in Georgia, like right on the edge of Putnam and Jones and a couple other counties. And I'm kind of working this creek, as you can see, kind of down in through this bottom. I found some older turkey tracks on a service road just a little ways down the road, so I figured more than likely they were roosting up over this creek somewhere. They flew down and walked that road in. They look a little older, but that don't mean that they're not still in the general area. So I'm just gonna work this creek, try to look for some turkey sign, maybe do a little calling, and try to see if we can figure out where these birds are. A little different than that old flat Florida terrain, but man, this is a beautiful area. This is a really nice place. We'll see. I found one spot with probably about 5-day-old turkey tracks in that old dried up Georgia clay. I found one tree in a totally different area with some bird crap around it. So I'm thinking it could be an owl, could be a turkey roosting. It's right over a creek, so it's either going to be an owl or a turkey. The other spot where the tracks were, there's a creek down there also. I kind of like that spot better. I'm just not 110% sure which one I want to hunt them. But I'm thinking the one with the tracks and the creek is just kind of gives me the vibe that that's where I should be. Between that area, that access point, and then the next road there's a good distance, about a good mile between two roads. So I think that's got about the best opportunity to get in there, not get encroached upon by other hunters and stuff, and probably at least hear a bird or maybe see some birds. So, well, that being said, I got a hold of my cousin, and it turns out they still live in Georgia, and they've got access to some private property up here. Had asked me if I wanted to go up there and do some turkey hunting. So I said, well, yeah, I hadn't anticipated to hunt private land, but I mean, I'm always down to hunt some private land, I mean, especially if you got some birds up there. And his response was, dude, we got so many birds up here, it'll boggle your mind. I was like, well, say no more, So that's where I'm heading now. I just got done scouting out the public. I'm going to go hit up this private land tomorrow morning. It's actually going to be the first time me and my cousin's husband ever hunt together, so it'd be cool. Been kind of wanting to do that for a long time. I'm going to get to do it tomorrow. It's going to rain in the morning. Should be a nice turkey hunting weather and conditions. And then Sunday, I'm going to maybe Saturday evening, ease back down here to the public, hit one of these campsites out, set up shop for the night, and then I'll move into this creek bottom probably Sunday morning. Unless I'm successful and just super tired come Sunday, I might just take it to the house. So if he gobbled, He knows right where we are. This is a bad spot. It can't be perfect every time. Nope. That's a fact. I think we give it a second. We don't see him, then he's back closer to the creek. And you should be able to sneak down to one of those spots where you can sit. I don't see anything, so.
Hungry, it's when we're getting a sandwich.
Yeah, I ain't touching that thing. Oh, it was a fucking gobbler. That was him. It probably would have been too far with the wind blowing at me. I would have taken it. I was about to take it. I should have took it when I saw him. I think he was too far away. Yeah, it was him, man.
I put you on 2 of them. Good shoot.
Hey, that's very true. You did put me on 2 of them.
I knew there'd be one in there. Might have been
Well, that about wraps that up. You should have probably said, hey, there is most likely going to be a turkey in it. We're making our way back east across Georgia. Had a great time hunting some private property up in North Georgia yesterday, just south of the Alabama line. It was a beautiful area, beautiful club. Very, very different hunting on some elevated terrain, considering I'm a Florida boy and I'm not really used to that stuff, or haven't really been in the mountains since my days in Afghanistan. So it was a really great experience. I did manage to get on a bird at the very end of everything. Just wasn't prepared for it. Totally misjudged the range. Looking back on it in hindsight, the bird was definitely within range. I could have definitely shot him. I just, at first glance, it just looked like he was too far away. And by the time I popped back up the second time to try to get draw on him, he had spotted me and he flew off, and I was still second guessing the distance and, you know, my ability to shoot him at that far off. And he flies off and does his thing, and so I get to talking to my cousin about things, and he's like, oh yeah, he was definitely within range. So a lot of lessons learned up there in the foothills in Georgia, North Georgia. Great time, don't have any complaints. Making my way over to public land now, and I should be there in about 45 minutes, and gonna get on some late morning birds. I don't know if they're gonna be active or if there's gonna really be anything in the area moving around at all, but it's the time that we have with the time we've been given. So I'm gonna get out to some public land here in central Georgia and see if I can put a bird down on the ground. So let's see if we can make it happen. There's like a field over here to my left. It goes downhill, and the hardwoods tie into the field, and the pines all merge down at the creek. I'm just above it by about 100 yards, 150 yards. Almost like perfect spot, ideal for turkeys. So I moved out here, set up, gonna hunt for about an hour, and then after that, we gotta call it. So anytime you ever hunt turkeys in the afternoon, it's just a waiting game. This is a luck of the draw. You're either in the right spot or you're not. Maybe they'll come to you, maybe they won't. So keep hearing something back there. It's probably just a bird. So that's what we do. Here's the creek. It's about 100 yards down that way. There's all this hardwood. Ties into that field. You can see that clearing right there. There's a field out there, tall grass about knee height. I expect to see a turkey pop out of there and move along here at some point in time, but you never know. Well, we gonna call it for Georgia turkey season. I ain't got about a couple hours of daylight left, and I got a 5-hour drive back to Florida. So heading to the house. A couple of birds out there kind of calling back to me, but not really sure. I waited it out as long as I could. I didn't see nothing. I think the next time we come out here to hunt Georgia, we're gonna do a little bit more research, and really needed to kind of draw these things out or get their attention. And also, I'll probably come up here at probably not the most ideal time of the season. It was definitely not opening week, but it was still a great time. Got to walk some cool mountains, some cool foothills, see some really awesome parts of Georgia. I'm pretty thankful for that. I had a great time. You know, it sucks that we didn't get to make things happen, but that's hunting. If it was easy, everybody would do it. And it ain't always easy. So learned a lot, and looking forward to coming back and doing it again next year.